Oh, see the steam coming off it. Welcome back to Chop Daisy's Rad Plant Living.
Today we're going to do a comparison on a Vitamix and a Thermomix.
I own the Thermomix. This is my second Thermomix that I've owned.
Yep.
And Amy's always owned a Vitamix.
Yes. I've always owned this. I've had for, I think it's coming on 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we both love our machines. They're both, I guess you'd call like power blenders or like they're food processors and blenders in one. They're really high speed, high power. So they're very expensive, but I think you agree, I feel like it's worth the money if you're
definitely
wanting to eat healthily and less
time
processed and and efficiently.
Yeah, definitely. It takes out so much of chopping and preparation. Takes out a lot of like the legwork where you just throw things in and go for it. So today we're going to do a nut butter
and a soup
and a smoothie. Yay. And so we get to eat it all.
So we thought we'd have like a blender off, a food processor off, like a little competition to see how we go. And we've had a couple of questions, just general questions from people who don't own them.
Yes.
And the first one was along the lines of, can you chop or crush ice?
Yes.
Yes, tick for this one.
Tick for
that one.
Yeah.
And can you do frozen bananas? Because a person said to me they tried to do frozen bananas with their stick blender and broke it.
Yes.
So yes, you can do frozen banana with this.
Tick.
And with that.
Makes amazing nani ice cream, right?
Yes. The other question was about how to clean. So maybe you can talk about how to clean yours first.
So this one is the professional Vitamix. It's a 2.2 horsepower blender. So it can do raw food, but if you keep it on the highest setting for over like 3 minutes or so, it will actually start to cook. So you can do white sauces and soups and things like that in it. Probably not cook as much as what you can cook in yours. I think you can do porridges and so much. It's more the cooking thing. This is more the raw food is how I kind of see it. And this has a cleaning mode on it.
Ah, this one doesn't have that.
So this has got a smoothie mode. This has got a crushing ice and ice cream mode. This is a cooking mode. That is a puree, and then that's the cleaning mode, but then you can just self-regulate the speed on the other side.
And this one, you can just put your water and your detergent in and just spin it and clean it that way. I tend to just put mine in the dishwasher. Some people have said to me that the lid with this sort of little rubber seal is not great in the dishwasher. I have cleaned in the dishwasher, but I just tend to do the lid by hand and then just plonk this in upside down in the dishwasher.
This I don't put in the dishwasher. I just run it through its clean mode and then hot water.
Yeah. Let's show them what they can probably see yours because yours is nice and clear. But mine's just got this blade inside. They both have a good blade and it just like sits on top of the little prongy things in there.
Just got a, it's like a cog and wheel basically. And so it just sits there, that's it.
Hooks in, yeah.
The lid just push on.
Look, we're pretending this is a competition, but they're both just great machines.
It's not a competition.
We just thought we'd talk about some of the features. So mine actually has a built-in scale. So you can weigh your ingredients. It's got a touch screen here, like a display thing. It has a disc, it has like a chip, hard drive chip in it, and it's got all the basic recipes on the chip. So you just, when you're ready, you just like press through the touch screen and it takes you through the recipe and tells you what to do, and it can weigh things as it goes. So we thought we'd just show you the ice first, maybe.
Yeah, let's crush some ice.
That's one of the questions. So,
it's loud. It's gonna be so loud. Mine's loud. Ooh.
cool. This is so fun.
Oh, yours is more even.
Oh. How nice is it though? It's really fun.
Mine's got bigger chunks in it. I was a bit scared to overblend. Let's do it a bit longer. is what they use at Juice Boost too, this machine.
Yes,
but
I think they do too.
They even higher up professional one. It's got a guard, like a shield on it. So the lid flies off. You've got the extra protection. I've made a mess, Emma Jane, with my eyes.
It's okay.
My
I'll
eyes.
give you a, what do you need, like a paper towel or?
Thanks.
Okay.
Another thing about my Vitamix, I have a second jug. I've got only the one base, but you can just buy the accessories and the parts you need. Probably the
Same
same
for
with
here.
yours.
I don't have a jug for this, an extra jug for this one, but my previous model, I have 2 jugs for that one. So we're going to make our nut butter. Will the ice interfere with the nut butter, Amy?
No.
Okay. All right. So, how do you do it? This is my first time making nut butter, so I'm going to do almonds. I've got my almonds here.
Raw almonds?
Raw almonds. Yep. Not roasted, nothing.
And I'm doing macadamia. Let's see if I can get them in. It's macadamia butter.
Nothing else. No other ingredients.
Nothing.
Right? Just pure plain nuts.
Yep.
No, I just have to read my instructions because I'm not a natural cook like Amy. I've got to read the instructions.
Well, I can see mine. I can
True.
tell when it's done. So will I start?
Yeah,
When
you
you're
go.
ready?
You go. Yeah.
This I didn't mention. This is called a tamp. So you'll see when I use it what it's for. It's basically when the blade blends and moves. It pushes stuff up the side. So this is a way to scrape down the sides and get a more consistent blend. I'm just going to go on the manual mode.
But it's not finished though. I've got to do a few more times. It says to just keep going until it's pasty.
Yep, to your desired consistency. Whereas mine,
It's done.
woo, she's
Nice. So
milking.
yours is fast.
I am doing macadamias though.
Oh,
So
does that...
softer nut, probably.
Oh,
although,
yeah.
yeah. So I like a little bit of texture in mine. You can just do it to what you
I do
like. I
too,
like a little bit
actually.
of lump. Like I always buy crunchy peanut butter. I don't bother with smooth.
Oh, don't you? I like both. Depends on my mood.
Yeah, I know. And what you're having it on, I guess.
Yeah, true.
But I
true.
just go. So there is the macadamia nut butter.
So now I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
It's warm. Pure macadamias. I like that.
Aussie. Yours has pretty music.
It does. It sings to you. Yeah, it's still not quite there. So that one is definitely faster.
Do you know what? I'm mixing mine as it goes, whereas you're just letting it go
Yeah.
and you're stopping and mixing it. So I think
Maybe that makes a difference too.
that definitely. I put macadamia butter on everything. If you roast the almonds lightly, it helps bring out the oils. When I make almond butter, I do roast my almonds, dry roast.
Yep.
And I try and blend them when the nuts are still warm, and it helps release the oil. So you could always put a little bit of olive
heat.
oil or grapeseed oil in there, which doesn't have much
Should I do that
flavour.
now?
Yeah, put like a tablespoon in there, and then that will bring it together.
So nut butter can be used on, what should we tell them, Amy?
Toast, banana bread. I put it on my hot cross buns, in smoothies, on smoothies, on top of chia,
Bliss balls?
in Bliss balls, in cheesecakes, in desserts,
Basically anything, really.
by the spoon, into your face.
Here's my nut butter. It's not 100% how I'd like it, so I'm going to whiz it up a little bit more later, but I mean it's adequate now. Just in the interest of saving time, I'm going to leave it like that for now.
I'm going to leave my jug dirty because I'm going to make soup in that and macadamias in my green soup. I'm doing a green soup today because I often just have zucchinis, I have frozen peas, broccoli, onions and garlic pretty much. Sometimes I'll put some nuts in it if I'm doing this, coconut, milk, cream this is actually, because I don't bother with milk. I think you're just paying for water.
I agree.
Frozen peas.
Easy.
They're a staple.
And everyone's got them around.
Everyone has frozen peas. Sometimes I might do edamame, which is soybeans. I'll put hemp seeds in it. These are from a local supplier.
Ooh.
They're Australian hemp seeds. Mr. Hemp.
Yeah.
We can put him in the below.
In the below. Yeah, in the link below. in the description below.
I don't know the lingo because I just do this. She does that.
And I'm not good at this. But anyway, it's okay.
I think it's looking all right.
So I'm going to be making a pumpkin soup today. I have to do some choppy first, but I will just be letting this talk me through it because I'm not a natural cook like Amy.
So while you're doing that, will I talk through my soup?
Yes. Good
Okay.
idea.
I don't tend to follow recipes for soups. I just taste as I go. Instead of stock, because we're vegetarian, you can get veggie stock, which is pre-made in a Tetra Pak. I just go with Herbamare because it's delicious. You can get that. It's just always in the cupboard. I often put like dulce or kombu, like a seaweed, which is dried. It just adds saltiness. You can add miso. And if you add celery, garlic, and which I don't have celery today, normally I would. Celery, onion and garlic, you've got a really great base for a soup anyway. It gives it that really nice savoury flavour. So garlic, onion.
I'm using a Kent pumpkin today because that's all that was at Woolworths with this crazy corona situation.
Crazy.
I often like to use a
Butternut.
butternut pumpkin. I really like that. It's kind of creamier or something, or smoother. But Kent is fine as well. I know in a lot of countries they don't eat pumpkin soup, but in Australia we love pumpkin soup.
Heck yes.
It's pretty much a staple, like all winter.
Yeah, it
Most
is.
families will have it.
Yeah, I've got 2 children and one asks for orange soup and one asks for green soup. Of course, they aren't united on the colour of the soup they would like it. But we rotate, and it's just any greens you have. You've got spinach, baby spinach, silver beet. You can just chop kale, anything you got lying around. It's sort of like a stir fry. You sort of can just chuck whatever you've got in. I do like garlic powder as well. It just gives it a lovely flavour. It's like my best friend, garlic powder. And I boiled the jug, so I'm going to add hot water to this. It'll help just cook it a bit because mine isn't so much a cooker like EJ's. Mine's, like I said, the raw food. Just put a bit of that in and I'll test it.
So mine, you can choose temperatures and stuff to like how hot you want it to go. I think it can go just over 100 degrees Celsius. So you can boil stuff in here if you want to. But of course, just for this one, I'm just going to follow the instructions. I just press start and it will talk me through.
The other thing I like is a bit of savoury yeast flakes. It's got a good source of protein and B vitamins in it. So I add a bit of that, and it's a bit like a stock again. It gives it this like flavour, like just savoury, bit cheesy. So just add a little bit of that as well. But whatever you...
And onion's really good for you too, like
onion and
calls for
garlic.
onion as well. So whenever you can put onion and garlic in stuff, especially in the winter months when you tend to be more susceptible to colds and things.
That's right. I'll just grab the water.
Yeah. So I'm just chopping up my onion just roughly because obviously these. Excuse me.
I'm supposed to have a bag of croissants.
My dog just stole the bag of
croissants.
croissants.
It's like, sure.
Very naughty doggy.
So I'm just going to start with a little bit because I don't want to make it too watery because I'm going to add a bit of coconut cream as well. So can I start blending? Is that all right?
Go. Yep.
Right. I'm just going to do this manually again. I just find I'm a control freak, basically. For about 3 to 4 minutes straight.
Chopped onion. Sorry, go ahead.
3 to 4 minutes straight. After that, it will like cook the onions and the garlic because the raw doesn't taste so good. So it just gives everything a bit of a blanch sort of. Then I'm going to add my hemp seeds because I don't want to heat those up too much and give them a little quick blend, and the peas so it stays a lovely green colour.
It's a beautiful colour, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm about to cook it now.
While Amy's soup is cooking, I'm just putting my pumpkin pieces, my big chunks, into my Thermomix and just watching the tar weight because it weighs it as I put them in. Now I'm adding my carrot chunks as well and just checking it that I've got the correct amount in there. Ready to go, and chop it and then cook it. Then I've just got to add my water. And again, I'm just weighing it. I'm just checking the weight. Okay, so mine's just been weighing stuff as I put it in and chopping. I'm only up to the chopping bit, by the way.
Throwing in my peas and my Mr. Hemp.
Mine calls for vegetable stock, which I make from scratch in here.
Ooh.
So I'm just going to grab that. I find it's really, really flavoursome.
Dropped your bundle. Frozen peas. This was on for about 3 minutes. You can feel the jug is really warm, so it's cooking my soup beautifully. I've added hemp seeds, frozen peas, and a spoonful of my macadamia butter in it to make it creamier. I'll taste for seasoning after I've done this blend.
It's good. Oh, see the steam coming off it.
It smells very green.
Yes.
Test for seasoning.
I will admit, I do like how you can see everything that's going on. That's really cool.
It's the consistency.
Perfect.
Needs more salt.
I can smell the
Big
plant. It's like it's very planty. I love that.
I think it could be cooked to a smidge more. So from
So
here,
creamy.
you could put it into a saucepan and heat it
Right.
up. Tastes a little bit raw still, so
Yeah.
but creamy.
But creamy, yeah, really nice.
Yeah.
Mine's up to the cooking stage, so I don't know if you noticed before, but it did some chopping. It's got the temperature on. See, it's moving up to 100 degrees so that it can actually boil. But it's going to take 18 minutes, so it's going to take a while. That's definitely faster.
But then you could put it on the
But then,
stove,
yeah, if you add the cooking time, I suppose. Yeah,
which you'd only bring it to the boil and it would taste done.
yeah, definitely. So it'll only take a few minutes.
I think the beauty about this is like you've got obvious steps,
Yeah.
whereas this is I chucked everything in.
Yeah.
I blended it for 3 minutes, then I added the more greens.
So yummy.
It's the prettiest colour.
Beautiful. And that makes 2 litres. So Amy's capacity is 2 litres in her jug, and mine is like 2.1 or 2.2, something like that.
Now I will just let that cool slightly. I'll pop it in the fridge and we'll have it as like a little entree to go with our tea tonight. And I'll just serve it with a swirl of coconut cream and some micro herbs. These are locally grown as well. Abundant Vitality. Adam. He's Adam.
He's Adam. Abundant Vitality.
Yeah.
On Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah. On Instagram and Facebook. So he is in Barraville, I think. So these are radish micros. So they're super healthy. You could have even whacked some in there, but they're quite spicy and with children sometimes.
Oh, so
And it's his heart.
Be careful. Oh, that's fantastic. So I will link under here the people that that Amy mentions. She's got the contacts.
It's like Hulk soup.
Beautiful.